And so will $5 clip-on ring light work as well as something like this 12-inch ring light? Well, today we're going to find out. Welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. On this channel, you'll learn how to be creative, and I'll teach you the tools you need to create. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to help the channel create more content like this. And so in today's episode, I'm going to be taking a look at the BOWER clip-on ring light. Now, I actually saw this at Walmart for only $5, so yeah, I had to go ahead and get it. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, will this $5 clip-on ring light be good enough to use as your main light source or even as a secondary light source, especially when you compare it against something bigger? So over here, I have the BOWER 12-inch ring light. I actually did a review of this before, and I found this to be a really excellent choice considering the size and overall portability versus something like a much bigger lighting set, which is what I have right here, which isn't portable. And so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this and see whether or not this is going to work out for the majority of creators out there. And at $5, well, it's either going to work or it isn't, but at the same time, you're not spending a ton of money. So let's go ahead and check this out. And so the first thing I'm going to do is actually take it out of the package. I guess you could call this an unboxing of sorts. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this clip and try it out on my smartphone and also my Panasonic G85 4K camera. So I'm going to go ahead and get this open and we'll see what's inside the package. Okay, so I've got it outside of the package, and now, let's take it outside of this plastic that we have here. So here is the ring light. And what else do we have? Here's the clip. There's a box right here. Maybe some instructions. Let me see what's in here. Oh, it's a micro USB cable. And oh, it already has power. That's great. That's really great. And so this is probably going to be used for recharging. So you just go ahead and stick your micro USB cable in here, and then you'll go ahead and plug this into a USB device and you'll be able to power it. And as far as I know, it does have a rechargeable battery, which is great, so you don't have to replace the battery whenever it runs out. And very similar to the larger BOWER ring light that I already have, there's like 3 levels of intensity. So as you can see here, here's level 1, level 2, and level 3. Wow, that's pretty bright. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm going to try it out on the smartphone first, and then try it out along with my 4K camera as like a secondary light, or maybe as a primary as well without my main light. So let's go ahead and check this out. Now, before I do the test, this is what it's really made for. It's made for like selfie, so more like a vertical type shot. So as you can see here, I have my front facing camera, and then when you turn on the light, that's how it works. And I think that's very easy to use. And since it's primarily made to clip on your phone, very portable. You just carry it around. It's very sturdy, and there's a top portion right here as well, so it's really made for that. Now let's go ahead and see how this would look like if I put it horizontally for landscape type videos. So here it is in landscape mode. Works just as well. And the good thing is this camera doesn't block your main camera, and so it doesn't affect anything there. And very similar to how it is vertically, it fits really well and is tight. So now let's go ahead and try this out and see how it looks like. So here's the first test that I'm going to do, and right now I've turned off all my main lights, and so I don't have my main light that I normally use. And so in this case, this is without any type of light, and obviously I have it in the whole selfie vertical mode. So now let's try out this clip-on ring light. So let's go ahead and turn it on. So this is how it looks at level 1. And here is level 2. And here we have level 3. I'm really surprised at how bright this is. And I'm not sure of the quality of this until I actually bring this over to computer. But just by using this alone, I think it looks pretty good right out of the box. So now I'm going to go ahead and try out this same light source along with my main light source. So if you were going to use this as a secondary light source along with your main one, let's see how this looks. Okay, so now I'm doing a test with my main light source. Now, I normally have more light sources than this, but I just wanted to see how this looks like with just one main light source coming this way. And so now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the ring light. So this is level 1, and here is level 2, and here is level 3. And so I think this works a lot better as a secondary light source, because as a primary light source just by itself, it might not look as good, you know, because there's a lot of dark areas, but it really depends on the environment that you're at. But at least for me, having this as a secondary light source works pretty well. So now I'm going to go ahead and look at this in the whole horizontal landscape mode, because a lot of people do want to shoot it in widescreen. So let's go ahead and try this out. So now I'm shooting this in the standard widescreen mode, and this is without any other lights. And so I have this mounted on a tripod, and I'm using my Manfrotto clip as well to put my phone on the tripod. So let's go ahead and turn on the clip light to see how it looks. So this is level 1. Here is level 2. And here is level 3. Now, at least for my needs, I think level 3 probably works best because this is a very dark room. But overall, once again, I think for its size and its portability, it works pretty well. So now let's go ahead and see how this looks like along with my primary light. So now I have it with my primary light on coming this way. So let's go ahead and turn on this clip light to see how it looks like. So this is level 1. Here's level 2. And here is level 3. And so if you were going to use this as a secondary light and you were shooting it in the normal widescreen aspect ratio, then you're going to be pleasantly surprised by how good this looks overall. But now I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my Panasonic 4K camera. And so let's see how this looks like whenever you are using this as a primary light source and also as a secondary light source. For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool used at geekoutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below. And so here I'm shooting this with my Panasonic 4K camera, and right now there's absolutely no other lights on besides the lights in the room. So I have my actual clip-on light still on the tripod right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on and see how it looks like as a primary light source. So this is level 1, and here is level 2, and this one is level 3. And so as a primary light source, just by looking at this, I don't think it works as well if you're using a normal camera because of the fact that there's really only one light source, and since it's such a small ring light, everything else behind you gets a lot darker. But once again, that really depends on the environment that you're in and the type of lights that you have in your main room. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this with my main light source and using this as a secondary light source. And so now I'm testing this out with my primary light source, which is coming from this side. So what I've done is I've moved my ring light over to the left side. So let's see how this looks like. So this is level 1. Here's level 2. And now we have level 3. And so level 3 is a little too bright for me. So I'm going to go back down to level 1. And very similar to the smartphone results, this works really well as a secondary, third, or fourth light source. And since it's so small and portable, you could practically bring this with you everywhere and position a light source however you want. And so as you could probably tell, I absolutely love this little $5 clip-on ring light. You can't go wrong with this. And since it's so small and versatile, it just gives you a lot of flexibility on how you want to use your light sources. And if you're just starting out, you know, this will work well, I think, for most people if they're just starting out. But I really feel it works better as a complementary light source to something that you already have. And so that's my overall review on the BOWER clip-on ring light. I think this is a excellent value at this price. And if you actually did want to see my review of its much bigger brother, the 12-inch BOWER ring light, I did do an entire review of this. I will leave that in the description area below. And if you did want to support the channel and get this small ring light, I will leave an affiliate link in the description area as well. Now, if you did want to see more reviews like this, I do have an entire playlist for my geek gear reviews or hardware reviews. I'll leave that in the description below. And if you're a creative geek like me, and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Go Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.